Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And in today's video, we are finally getting into some amazing cheapies that are going to be perfect for spring. So a lot of these are Middle Eastern, but we also have some that are from inspired by houses. So this entire list on average is going to be around like that $40 price point. I have one that is a little bit more expensive but still going to be like under $80, but it was so good I just had to include it in this lineup. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this amazing list of spring recommendations for the budgetnista. All right, you guys, so before we start, as always, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And if you find any value in the content along the way, be sure to give your girl a big thumbs up. So this first one I want to talk about is newer to my collection. When I sprayed this on my skin, it was an instant love. Okay, I received the entire new collection from Gulf Orchid. They have several new releases, I think maybe about 5 in their new collection, but this is Angel Musk. And what I love about this is it is sweet and it literally has like this little gourmand facet to it where I feel like when I put this on my skin, it smells like a sweet coconut nectar. Like this doesn't wear like a coconut water or just like your average typical coconut note. And I'm saying coconut, I don't even think that's listed in the fragrance, but I'm just telling you what I get on my skin. This is so beautiful, but like many in this range, it's going to give you these delicious sweet vibes, but they are musk above all, and they're going to wear with a lighter quality, a little bit more of a fresher quality. So this musk collection, no matter what you choose, is going to be perfect for warmer weather. So that's what I love. I'm getting my fix of sweet gourmand, musky, a little lighter wearing, which is perfect for the high heat. Okay, so this Angel Musk opens with Divana dried fruit spicy notes. You have middle notes of a gourmand accord, sandalwood, and rose, and you have base notes of Tonka, musk, and vanilla. And I think that this one was a standout for the collection because it has so much vanilla. Again, there is no mention of coconut, but there is something just there is a very soft spice deep down in this fragrance. It's not going to jump out at you, but it is there. And like this creamy coconut gourmand something. And I don't know if it is just the color of this juice that is pulling my brain in that direction, but it is so delicious. If you love musky vanilla fragrances and you want something that really does come off as like a delicious sweet summer nectar or something perfect for spring, then I think you should definitely check this one out. So again, this is Angel Musk, and this one is available through Aroma Concepts, you guys. So even though this is right off the bat affordable, you can save 10% if you shop Aroma Concepts, and be sure to use my discount code to take advantage of that savings. As always, the description box will have all the details on discounts. So this next one is called Mango Juguso. This right here is the summer affordable mango, or spring I should say affordable mango that we needed. Okay, this is from the House of Paris Corner, and this is giving you sweet, vibrant, uplifting mango, but still a good amount of sweetness. And this mango wears so realistic. It's not overly sweet where it's overly ripe and on its way out, you know, about to rot, because mango can definitely do that. I just think that they found a really good balance between, you know, just that fresher take on mango with a sweet one, and they gave us something right middle of the road. And they were able to do that because they have so many citruses, just making sure that this does stay very bright and uplifted. So this opens with mango, blood orange, grapefruit, and black currant. You have middle notes of peach, melon, and pineapple, and you have base notes of sugar, musk, and violet. So this one to me really does smell like a tropical blend of fruits, but the mango is going to be the standout. I would say between that mango and that grapefruit, that's what you're going to get the most. It is so beautiful. It's perfectly sweet. And if you want something that is fresher, mango forward, that has some good lasting power for something of this scent profile, I really do think you should check this one out. And again, at these price points, you guys, you cannot beat it. Again, this one too from Aroma Concepts, and this one is Mango Juguso from the House of Paris Corner. This is actually a feature in their Ministry of Gourmand line. All right, so next up is going to be a complete obsession. Okay, I've talked about this before on my channel, but baby, this Marshmallow Blush has me very much so in the chokehold, okay? So this is going to be very close in scent profile to Kayali's Young Bougie Marshmallow. However, to me, on my skin, my nose, I am getting something that smells more along the lines of Young Bougie paired with Hufflepuff, because that very rich vanilla decadence that we get from Hufflepuff, you know, the whole Young Bougie is all up in here, okay? Definitely that. But there is an extra added decadence that Young Bougie doesn't have. Young Bougie, it's got that ambroxan, it's going to wear musky, a lot fresher, but still gourmand. But this one takes it there with the decadence. And even though they are both really beautiful fragrances, I love them both, I wear them both. This one has my whole heart because of the extra added layer of deliciousness, okay? The richness, the denseness, and I love this fragrance. So Marshmallow Blush opens with notes of raspberry, lemon, and strawberry. You have middle notes of ambroxan, orange blossom, and you have base notes of marshmallow and musk. So if you're looking for a true gourmand that has some fruity aspects, that is definitely about that marshmallow and, you know, that raspberry strawberry combo, then I highly recommend you check out Marshmallow Blush, because this is, you know, amazing in the performance departments, and it's just delivering all the marshmallow goodness. And I think this is a stunning gourmand for not a lot of coins. Again, this one is Marshmallow Blush from Paris Corner. Next up is one that has been an obsession since I got it, and it is about that time of year to bring it on back out. And this is Shaghaf Tonka from Swiss Arabian, often compared to Velvet Tonka from BDK. But for me personally, I much prefer this scent. The original BDK goes very flat on my skin. I love the opening, but it's very matte really soon into the fragrance. This one just has me captivated from the beginning to the end, and this is going to give you 12-hour wear plus, okay? So the BDK is known for not having the best performance. This is top tier. This is going to get you so many compliments, I cannot even begin to tell you. This has a brightness, it's orange blossom, but it doesn't have like that overbearing super floral thing about it. This to me is so much more about that Tonka beam, the muskiness of it, the fruity component. This is going to be your beast mode freshie that is perfect for hot weather. And I know this has oud, but there is no oud in this scent, so fear not. If you are newer to Middle Eastern fragrances, they tend to just throw oud on the cover of the box. I don't know why, who, what, where, why, but this is not an oudy scent whatsoever, okay? So Shaghaf Tonka, if you are looking for an amazing addition for warm weather that is going to get you noticed, then that's exactly what this is. Again, from the house of Swiss Arabian. Next up is another Paris Corner. Y'all, Paris Corner, I don't know, at this point they are absolutely coming for Latifah's neck, because when I start to sit down and do these videos, I feel like we are starting to have way more Paris Corner on my top of the tops than Latifah. Come on now, I need you to speed it up, get it up. Even though I love me some Latifah. Felicity. I don't know who they have on the team duping these Kayali's, but baby, when I tell you they are doing their thug thizzle, okay? They are really hitting the nail on the head with these dupes. So Felicity is going to be a take on one of my favorite Kayali's, which is the Wedding Silk Santal 36. This wears 98% identical. However, you're gonna get better performance, okay? Same scent DNA, but I feel like this one just takes it up a notch with the sweetness and decadence. And definitely Santal is super sweet. So if you found that one to be team too much on the sweetness, you probably don't even want to go near this one. But if you love that scent of the original Kayali and you want to save your coins, 100 ml. Okay, you can get this one, better performance, and this is 100 ml, whereas I think Silk Santal is only 50. All right, you cannot even get that in 100 ml. So please be sure to check this one out. This is Felicity, and it is all of the deliciousness that you want. That's floral, it's fruity, it's gourmand. It's checking all three of those boxes, and a must-have from the House of Paris Corner. Again, this one is Felicity. Next on this list is from the House of Fragrance World, and this is Nectar of Ecstasy. This is all about a gorgeous acai nectar with some florals, and it's very sweet. So if you love sweet ambery fragrances with a very floral air about it, and you want something that features acai and blueberry, I mean, we are talking delicious berry smoothie up in here. I don't even know why the bottle is this color, but this smells smells so beautiful. It's very sweet, and I just think that this is a scent profile that just wears a little different from a lot of the spring and summer finds that you typically see within the Middle Eastern houses. So this opens with notes of acai berry and blueberry. You have middle notes of lily of the valley and freesia, and you have base notes of sweet notes, cedar, and amber. Very floral, fruity, feminine. All the vibes, okay? And this one again is from Fragrance World, and this is Nectar of Ecstasy. So this next one is so good, very unique, and who in the world would have thought to layer these two fragrances together to come up with Fiery Goddess Sweet Lavender Milk from Julianna's Perfumes? I don't know, but when I tell you this combo just goes together, it is very unique, okay? So Fiery Goddess, if you're not familiar, is going to be their inspired by version of God of Fire, which is a really pricey niche fragrance that I have in my collection. That one has like these mango, red berry, very beast mode fruity scents that is going to be perfect for someone who loves fruity scents but wants to get them noticed. And they have blended notes from Fève Délicieuse, and their version of Fève Délicieuse is called Delicious Dreams. So they have their very own creation which blends the both of those pricey niche fragrances into one scent, and they just really do complement each other so beautifully. Again, for the girl who really loves it, unique, beast mode, but just delicious nonetheless. So this one has notes of mango, lemon, ginger, lavender, red berries in the top. You have heart notes of woody notes, sour cherry, coumarin, jasmine, vanilla, and you have base notes of milk, musk, amber, cypriol oil, cedar, and agarwood. Doesn't wear super oody, but it does wear very woody, okay? So if you love woody, musk bomb, have to add that in there, musk, because you get more of God of Fire than you do Fève. I feel like you are getting a cherry and that lavender and that milkiness from Fève, and a lot of the other, you know, components of this fragrance are more so going to be from God of Fire to my nose. But super unique, amazing performance. No one's smelling like you when you put this on, okay? And no one is smelling better than you, without a doubt. Again, this one is Fiery Goddess Sweet Lavender Milk from Julianna's Perfumes. So another one from Julianna's is another beautiful blended variation, and what they have done with this one, this is Miss Independent with Rum Drizzle Apples. What you're going to get is the scent of Princess by Kilian, one of my favorite Kilians of all time, and also Apple Brandy on the Rocks. So imagine how much it would cost you to get both of those Kilians, even in a travel size, just to pair them and layer them together. Honey, you don't have to, because when I tell you both of those scents, you know, that they have the inspired buys of are on the money for those Kilian fragrances, all in one bottle. All in one bottle, and who would have thought to pair these? I don't know, but this is a match made in delicious heaven. To my nose, I'm getting more of the apple brandy than I do Princess, but the Princess is definitely still there, very much underlying. But if I had to pick one that's more prominent, it's going to be, you know, that rum, apple, delicious freshie that we love from Kilian when we want to smell good and sexy for hot weather. So this one opens with notes of lemon and bergamot. You have heart notes of green tea, brandy, rum, ginger, peach, hedione, jasmine, apple, vanilla, and moss. And you have base notes of marshmallow and broxin, vanilla, and benzoin. This one too has really great performance, but I just find that if you know you love both of those fragrances, you're going to love this fragrance, all right? So again, this one is Miss Independent with Rum Drizzled Apples, again from the house of Julianna's Perfume. This next one is just absolutely a must. If you have been looking for that dupe of Lyra that really does nail the scent perfectly, and this is VOUX Zeste, again from the house of Paris Corner. Y'all, when I tell you they have done their due diligence in making sure that they are nailing some of these latest dupes. I mean, it smells so close to Lyra, I cannot. Like, there is fractions of a percentage of the difference, and I just find that the performance on this one is a little better. Lyra is definitely known for having weak performance. To me, I always got moderate performance out of Lyra. No, I'm not going to smell it at the end of a work shift or anything like that, but definitely by the time lunch rolls around, I can still smell Lyra on me, which is going to put that, in my opinion, in the moderate category. So VOUX Zeste has many of those same notes as Lyra. So this opens with lavender, blood orange, and bergamot. You have middle notes of cinnamon and jasmine, and base notes of caramel, vanilla, and musk. This too is going to be that gorgeous citrusy fragrance with tons of caramel, lots of vanilla, and that beautiful cinnamon spice that we love so much. Now, this one does not have that licorice mentioned, which I think is in Lyra, but honestly, you guys, it may still be there because there's just not a lot of difference in the scent for me. If you found that that was a bit of a turnoff from Lyra, in your opinion, that licorice, I would say maybe try this one. Do you pick up on a licorice note in this one? You know, it may be worth a try if you found that you love that scent, but you just didn't like that particular note because it's not listed in here. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous dupe and perfect gourmand for this time of year. If you are into, you know, those spicy, warm, spicy fragrances with a citrusy edge, okay, and lots of vanilla. Again, this one is VOUX Zeste from Paris Corner. Next up is another Gulf Orchid creation, and this is simply called Toffee. This too is a feature in their Musk collection, but y'all, when I tell you I'm getting my like gourmand delicious toffee fix, but this is musky and it wears light enough and not so dense and rich and thick and heavy to where I cannot wear this in 90-degree weather. This blend right here is going to be perfect for the gourmand lover who just does not want to let the gourmands go, but you find that they can be a little troublesome when it really does start to heat up. This is going to be the perfect remedy to that. So this one, I love it because it is creamy. It's a little lactonic, but more so in like a coconut milk type of way, and you get an actual caramel that really does shine on your skin. It's vanilla forward, it's a little ambery, and this is going to be a beautiful gourmand musk for spring, I'm telling you. So this one opens with notes of fruity notes and chocolate. You have lactones, and you have middle notes of milk, rose, and caramel. Base notes of vanilla, musk, and amber. I really don't get too much rose in here. It's very, you know, just slightly floral if you ask me, but this is definitely going to be more about the amber, the musk, the vanilla, and of course, you know, that toffee caramel component to it. So beautiful release. It's newer, and I cannot wait to really wear this one out because I just think that this is a musk for the gourmand girlies. So this next one is the pricier one that I mentioned. You can get this one for around 70 bucks from Attar Mist. They're the ones who typically has it in stock. It sells out everywhere. But when I tell you this is going to be worth their price point, this is Bois De Vani. This is coconut. It is solar. It is vanilla, and it is an amber queen. So if you're looking for that coconut solar fragrance that is not going to wear suntanny, it's not going to wear like the Soleil Blancs and those super fresh coconut scents that typically is how we see coconut delivered, then this is what you need. This is vanilla amber, okay, first and foremost. And then I feel like the fruity aspects of it just kind of follow up, making it scream spring, summer. That's what I get from here. It is so good. It has wonderful longevity, and I think that if you're a first-time shopper of Attar Mist, you can sign up to actually save, I think, 10-15% when I purchased it, which has at least been a couple years ago. Hopefully they still have that deal going on where you can save even more, because this is a little pricier for, you know, the cheapies, I would say. But to me, in my humble opinion, anything under, you know, 80 bucks for 100 mil to me is a cheapie. May not be for you. Some people think it needs to be $20 and under for a cheapie. I don't subscribe to that. Like, again, majority of this list 40 and under, but this one is a little pricier, but so worth it. Okay, this one again is Bois De Vani, and let me just go ahead and give you the complete rundown of notes. So this one opens with bergamot cassis buds. You have heart notes of solar and rose, and you have base notes of coconut, vanilla, and amber. So please be sure to check this one out if you are in the market for a stunning coconut vanilla fragrance with a solar quality to it. Again, this one is Bois De Vani, and this is from the house of Les Bois. Last but certainly not least on this list is from the house of the Duo brand. I don't have a lot from this house. I was a little apprehensive because I blind bought two, and I'm like, why do these smell so watery? Y'all reassure me, you like, Sharida? No. You gotta let the Duo sit, much like these Middle Eastern fragrances that we talked about. Let it sit. Come back to it. Let it sit. Came back to it, baby. When I tell you, they really did a fabulous job on Musky Marshmallow, and this is going to be an inspired by for one of my favorite musky marshmallow fragrances, which is Marshmallow Musk, and that is a really pricey designer fragrance. I think about $280 for, oh my god, this is a 30 ml from Urfe. Would pay it again. Love that fragrance. Okay, this one very close. I feel like the only differences are this one, the musk is not as robust and as creamy. So it wears the same, but not as substantial. And I find that this still has just a touch more of a lightness to it. They're both really fluffy, powdery, beautiful gourmand fragrances that are perfect for this time of year. But this one just, it's not quite as refined as, you know, the $280 version, which I'm not mad at. But if you have been curious about this scent, you really don't want to get the DECANTS samples and you want to see what you maybe would get from it, I will say start here. Beautiful take on the scent. I can say that beautiful take, not 100%, but I will say we're about 90% there. So this is going to open with notes of magnolia petals, Earl Grey tea, and lavender. You have middle notes of marshmallow, jasmine, and iris, and you have base notes of musk, powdery notes, vanilla, and woody notes. So I'm mentioning a lot of powdery notes. You have to love powdery fragrances to vibe with this, but this one for me is probably going to be a little bit more musky than powdery, and I feel like the Urfe version may be a little bit more powdery. So this musky marshmallow is beautiful. It's very musky. It's a little touch of lavender. It's lots of marshmallow, and you've got a lot of iris. So if that sounds appealing to you, I really do think you would enjoy this one, and it's definitely worth a try at these bargain prices. All right, so that is it for me, you guys. Please drop me a line below and let me know which of these have piqued your interest, your curiosity. I'm dying to know. And also, what are some of your favorite cheapies to bring out for spring? It is definitely starting to heat up. It's going to be a good 77, 80 degrees today. So I will probably try to figure out which one of these cheapies I will be wearing this week, because it's absolutely starting to heat up here in Georgia. All right, so it has been real. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel, you guys. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.